afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. A very warm welcome on this wonderful sunny day of plenty days to the EVES auction room for 15 wonderful opportunities here for you today. So a great opportunity for you to secure your new home and move forward in life. Of course, to our vendors, we wish you the best in your endeavours here today, and thanks very much for your tireless efforts throughout the marketing and working alongside us as well. If you've been residing in the property, we know it's a little bit of disruption, but thanks very much for your efforts in presenting the properties to the market here and helping us out there as well. We much appreciate it, and of course we wish you the very best in your endeavours here today. My name's Grant Child, so I'll be officiating the start of proceedings today, presenting you the first 8 properties. I'll then hand over to my good friend, colleague and fellow auctioneer, Jordan Silbright, who will then give you the next 7 properties here. So there's Jordan, he's just through the door now. So we'll just mix it up a little bit for you so you don't get too bored with just listening to my voice all along. You'll see Robin Cotter up there on the top of the screen there. That's Robin over there. She looks after all the technology because Jordan and I, we don't really like working with computers, but she's a whiz and she'll make sure that everything's all on track there. The folks across the bottom of the screen, folks, Mark, the 2 Craigs and Jill, well, they're here on hand today. They're what we call our negotiation team, whereby if your bidding doesn't take us to the vendor's reserve price, as the auctioneers, we cannot help you if we are below the reserve price. So if we get to that point, we'll just pause the auction. One of the team will step in. We'll give you that opportunity to continue to sell us here today. If we reach agreement, it will come back to us. We'll confirm any amendments, and the property will be then put to the floor and sold to the highest bidder. The thing that you need to be very clear of, folks, and that is if we don't sell today and Jordan and I close the auction on any of the properties, anyone can come forward with an offer afterwards, and that does include what we call conditional buyers. And I can tell you now, and we'll alert you to which ones, but we have got some properties there here this afternoon. We've got buyers already ready and waiting to put offers to our sellers, hoping that they don't sell here today. So we're going to give you the first opportunity to purchase the properties here today, and it'll be done through them if we don't reach the vendor's reserve price. I just want to quickly recap on the documentation that's been circulated, folks. Of course, the Buyers and Sellers Guide put out by the Real Estate Authority, just been updated in recent weeks. They're available in the stand just outside of the auction room, but they've been available and given to you at the open homes and everything as well. Been around for many years, so no surprises there. Going straight to the most important one, the auction contract there, a very clear, concise document approved by the Auckland District Law Society and the Real Estate Institute of New Zealand and our vendor solicitors. So you bid on at auction, folks, no surprises. You're bidding on that cash unconditional basis. So by way of any bids today, we're going to assume, or we are going to assume that you've really understood, accept the contract that we worked to here today. So we'll just quickly revisit the front page though, just in this section here. That's what's up there in blue. Don't need to read that. Just to recap, folks, that's the conduct of auction. The 2 important points that we need you to just recall about that is, firstly, your obligations. If you do secure the property here today, immediately on completion of the auction, which is signified by the fall of the hammer, we require your autograph on the contract. And of course, that seals the deal. And of course, a bit of cash needs to change hands here today. When I say cash, through electronic transfer, just 10% of the purchase price today. Of course, that forms the deposit. And then the balance is then paid on settlement date, and of course that's done through your respective solicitors. So a nice simple transaction there. The other thing I just want to talk to you about and just remind you about, folks, is our authority as auctioneers to use what we call vendor bids. Our vendors, when they sign the reserve price, they're also confirming their authorisation for us to submit bids on their behalf. We are the only ones that are permitted to submit bids on behalf of their vendors here today. Nobody else can do it, folks, only myself on the respective properties. It's what we call a vendor bid. We only use vendor bids if we are below the seller's reserve price, and it's simply a technique that we will only use if there's only one of you that's participating in the auction. We use it to work alongside you, get you onto that negotiating platform and pause the auction and give you that chance from there. So essentially what it is, folks, is through us to you, if the vendors are saying thanks but no thanks at any level, we're holding vendor bids. You need to be above that if you wish to purchase the property. But we'll guide you along the way there, just making sure that you are fully familiar with what those vendor bids are. Again, we will disclose the vendor bids to you. So, any questions at this juncture? No no questions. Just taking the opportunity also to welcome our viewers watching via the live stream as well. All our auctions go out over the World Wide Web, folks, so absolute total transparency at the EVES auctions here. You don't have to worry about it. You're not on screen, it's only me and the screen up there. Well, of course, if it's Jordan calling, Jordan and the screen, but that's all the public will see out there. So there's obviously no questions. We'll move on to the first offering today, and that's the property at number 60 Margaret Road. Daniel Dickinson from our Mount Maunganui office has been presenting this property here at Margaret Road. You've been trekking out backwards and forwards across the bridge there. See, that's how hard our team at EVES work, folks. They all over the city here, and Daniel's done a great job. Now, this auction has been brought forward, folks, so contrary to what I did say in my preamble, there will be no vendor bidding on this property here. The auction has been brought forward. The owners are in contract. We brought it forward to give everybody equal opportunity to purchase the property. We'll disclose the level of the pre-auction offer very shortly and invite any bids over that level. Now, when Robin puts it up on the screen, she's going to put it up where it does come up and say opening bid. It is not a bid. That's the level of the pre-auction offer. We'll then invite any bids over that level to give you that opportunity. So the property itself, a wonderful 1950s character villa. So, you know, some fantastic things came out of the 50s. Yeah. That's me. I was born in the 50s, so I'm probably, I might have weathered a bit worse than this probably.
No comment from the floor.
We're stuck for words. He's not quite sure what to say to the auctioneer because he knows that I'm always about to say somewhere along the line. We like to have a bit of fun here at EVES too, folks. Look, let's cover off the legal aspects of the property. It's a freehold estate, 520 square metres of land, more or less is what's on offer. The record of title essay is 26B folio 740 is the record of title that confirms all the legal aspects of it. Now, the dishwasher, Daniel just confirmed it does stay, it's included in the sale, but it's not working. So it's on an as is where it's basis the dishwasher. So up to you what you do with it. 20 working days from today's date, still has settlement. No other changes to the channel space. So everything's all tickety-boo there as far as the legal aspects of it is concerned, folks. You've got schools, shops, parks. You've got amenities, they're all conveniently situated within very close proximity to 60 Margaret Road, so it really is one of those properties that's suitable for all age groups, just with the shops close by and good schooling facilities as well. Now, it's ready to live in now to lay down your roots and perhaps let your creative juices flow in the future and really do something special with this property. It's perfectly positioned to maximise the north to northeasterly aspect of it. With you've got that good sized front yard and of course a good sized backyard, just capping off, like I said, a property that's suitable for all age groups. So now, like I said, the owners are in contract. The auction's been brought forward. That contract was signed at $680,000. So I now invite any bids over $680,000. Here's your opportunity. If you are here for number 60 Margaret Road, don't let it slip through the cracks here today, folks. Your chance is right here, right now. I'll take any denomination you wish to put over the top of $680,000. First call now. Got about 2.5. I'll even take a single. Second call, no in or outs. The chance is right now. For the third and final opportunity, quickly, Daniel, being no further bidding, it is now my great pleasure to announce the property sold to the pre-auction $80,000. I see a sigh of relief going on in the back corner there. Yes, you have secured the property. Congratulations, folks. Enjoy your days ahead at 60 Margaret Road after the ceremony. We're moving straight into our second property for the afternoon, 55 Awatira Drive, needing no introduction to the real estate market over in this location. Danielle Hayes and Amy Retief working out of our Mount Maunganui office.
Last time I checked.
So pleased I got it right.
Yes, me too.
You have three lovely ladies like these guys up the front here. Jill's their manager as well. We don't want to be getting things wrong, mate. So 55-hour Tita Drive, folks. Distinctly special home, featured in your Home and Garden magazine as well. So, you know, something very special that emanates a vacation vibe, both on the inside and the outside of the property. So you can really feel on holiday at this property. The legal aspects of it, just covering off the fact that the excluded chattels are the garden ornaments, the outdoor pot plants. They do not stay. They are going with the indoors. No other changes to the chattels list. Everything's all tickety-boo there. Now there is a clause inserted in the contract authorising an early release of the deposit. That's in accordance with the Real Estate Agents Act 2008. 20 working days from today's date. Our settlement date, we've got flexibility around that. We need an alternative date, talk to the girls. And of course the legal aspects of it being a freehold estate, 480 square metres of land, more or less, all described in record of title 753126. So now that we've covered off all the legal aspects, let's get back to the property itself. Coherent connection indoors, that certainly extends seamlessly to a range of engaging spaces throughout the property. Indeed, you've got that second lounge. It might be minimalist in style, but it is certainly very warm in its feeling and that atmosphere that it generates in the home as well. We've got the cushioned banquet. It's a favoured spot for to bask with your morning coffee in hand, or maybe a convivial chat with the house chef as the daily meals are being prepared. So you know, we'll see, your family chef is simply going to absolutely adore working in and out of this kitchen here. It is certainly going to be a great place for some culinary delights to come out of. You've got the lush landscape grounds, an indoor heated mineral pool, the ambient outdoor fireplace. That all just adds further sense of that beach holiday stopover that is a permanent fixture if you so wish. So it really has got a hell of a lot of options here. So in your hands, boys, all we need to do is find out who the new owner wants to be. It's going to be you in the room. I have no registered telephone bidders for this one, so it's entirely over to you that are sitting in the auction room here today. Where would you like to start your way? 55-hour Tita Drive. Isn't it funny how when an auctioneer calls for an opening bid, everyone goes quiet? First call now for a start. Second time. Third. Last chance for an opening bid on our Tita Drive, folks. No cash here today, girls, so I'm going to close the auction. Danny, we had a conversation earlier.
Yeah.
What sort of buying power do we need to buy this property? It offers so much.
Yeah, so we're going to position the price at 1.425 today, Grant, which is extremely exceptional buying in comparison to what's sold in the area.
So there you go, folks, and those comparative sales into the local area, $1,425,000, a very realistic expectation from our sellers. If you know of anybody looking for a quality home like this in such a great location, talk to Danny or Amy. They will certainly assist you with that. All they need is $1.425 million, and they can take pride of ownership of that property. Thanks, girls.
Thanks, Grant.
Welcome. All right, next one up for my section of today's auctions, 39 Adam Street. Steve Cameron from our Waihi office has been presenting this property. It's certainly one that's strategically perched on the edge of Waihi Township, and a 1960s solid brick home on that wonderful flat 916 square metres of land, more or less. So covering off the legal aspects of it, the freehold estate there, as I said, 916 square metres. SA 7C folio 506 is the record of title that describes all the legal aspects of the property. Of course, which is standard for the Waihi contracts, is you've got the Waihi mine clause that's been inserted into the contract, just advising you where to go if you need any assistance. Or overcoming any concerns as far as the Waihi mine is concerned. Clause 24 is the vendors having not been in occupation of the property make no warranties as to the serviceability of fixtures, fittings and channels. Clause 25, the purchaser accepts that the covered deck on the property may or may not comply with the Building Act or local regional council regulations, and the purchasers accept the deck and an as-is whereas condition. So 20 working days from today's date. Steve, is still our settlement date?
Yep, correct.
Channels list, any other changes there?
No.
No, it's all good to go. So we do have registered telephone bidders on this property. Andy Roke from our Waihi office got a buyer on the phone up the back there. So just a couple of reminders for you about this property. You've got that covered storage deck area at the rear as well there. So it's absolutely fantastic. We made reference to that in the extra terms and conditions. The motorhome lovers, or those that have got a cool classic car collection or maybe a motorbike collection, well, you've got that large shed with the concrete floor to house all your toys as well. An absolute avalanche of potential here to make some changes to express your own values and express who you actually are in this property, and you can do that over time as well. So a home perfect for those with plenty of toys, potential playground for family being that wonderful 916 square metre site. Flippers or renters, you should be considering all your options here for the future for 39 Adams Street. So without further ado, we go straight to our phone bid. Would you like to start the bidding away? Ahead of anybody else in the room. But you can jump in here if you're here for this one, folks. Start me away wherever you like. I don't mind. Looking for an opening bid now. He wants me to start it, does he? Okay, I'll start you away then at $550,000. We're underway now with a vendor bid now at $550,000 to get you started there. Happy to take a $10,000 rise from here. At $550,000, take me to $560 if you will. Your opportunity is here. At $550,000, started the auction. They asked me to start them. I've done exactly what you've asked me to do. I need a $10,000 rise from here. It's a little early for this stage. You haven't even submitted a bid. You can't buy property at an EVES auction going like this. Because I can tell you now, we will definitely sell this property for better than this sort of level. I've only started to give you the opportunity. Take me to $560 if you will. First call now, are we in or out? Second time at $550,000. Third, last chance for them to join us on the phone here. No? Well, they obviously don't want to buy the property, but I'll tell you what, Steve, I'm going to treat the property with the respect that it deserves. Happy to advance the bidding on behalf of the seller then at $560,000. Definitely really worthy of better than that, folks. At $560,000, well away from where we need to be to purchase the property here today. At $560,000. $560 it is with me at this point in time, still giving them that opportunity to jump back in if they wish, but they're away from where we need to be. $560, looking for $70 now. First call, second time, not any dilly-dally, folks. Third, final opportunity, are we in? I'll advance it again on behalf of the seller in at $570. Take me to $580 if you wish on the phone. We'll give you the opportunity to continue discussing with the seller at that point in time. Otherwise, I'm just going to advance it once more and I'm going to close the auction. First call now, $570,000. Are we in or out? Second time. Third, last chance for them to come in. No? Happy to advance it, Steve, on behalf of the seller at $580,000. The auction is now closed. Alright, as we move on to our next property, it gives me great pleasure to introduce another one of our salespeople who's extremely busy over there in the Papamoa market. Charlotte Gardner, working out of our Papamoa office, and she's had the pleasure of marketing this property at number 9 Fuller Street. A property that raises the bar on function and entertainment facilities here. It's expertly crafted, so it opens the gate to an absolute joyous existence for you, for those of you looking for a life of sheer bliss at number 9 Fuller Street. It is a freehold estate. Record of title is 742827. That's the record of title that describes the property as 528 square metres of land, more or less. Just confirming, Charlotte, the security system, the irrigation system and the fixed floor coverings, they do stay, but they are all as is. So no warranties on those aspects. The fridge, the glass coffee tables, there's 2 of those. The spa pool and the spa cover are excluded from the sale. So you can talk to the vendors about that separately if you prefer. You've got to buy the property first, so don't worry too much about that until you've bought it. After the hammer comes down, you can have those discussions with the sellers. 20 working days, still our settlement date?
Flexibility there, Grant.
Excellent, good stuff. So we like to make things nice and easy for you here at EVES. So flexibility on that settlement date, and Charlotte will certainly help you out with that. So you've got the windows and sliders that flank a very welcoming configuration throughout the home as well. Your family cook in this kitchen, they'll have absolute sheer delight, and they'll be able to. The kitchen itself is really crafted with culinary purpose. And you know, it's really going to be the family chef's dream working out of this kitchen here. Outdoor living, well, that's been semi-divided into 3 unique areas, so that makes it something very special indeed. It's not often you get those divided areas there. You can either steal the afternoon sun and watch it setting, or you can enjoy a private courtyard out the front if you so wish. So it's entirely up to you. Parking's plentiful. There's catering for the boat, the camper van, and visitors' vehicles as well. So really one of those properties that shows you a heck of a lot of options. So if it's a property in this location at 6 Fuller Street, the quality that you're buying here, I would suggest to be certainly well and truly worthy of $1 million start. Somebody like to start me away at $1 million? Looking for an opening bid now at $1 million. Have you work with you from there? Now, there's been reports out there of property values declining, folks, but they haven't plummeted. Somebody start me away at $1 million? If you're in the position to bid on cash, you need to disclose it now. Certainly wouldn't be taking anything less than $1 million. First call out for a start at $1 million. Second, last chance, no rounds. No, auction's closed. Hand it back to you, Charlotte. A bit more work to do there. So property's still very much available, folks, but you're going to definitely need to be over $1 million to purchase a property like that for that location. Right, moving along, 17 Tamworth Place, the next one. Isaac Jacobs, you see up here, up the front here in the nice blue suit from our gate car office. He's been marketing this property here, located at the end of the cul-de-sac. It's nice and quiet, you've got minimal traffic going past you. That's the advantage of being in a cul-de-sac there, particularly at the end. Now, investors, you should be looking at this property because you can be expecting a return of somewhere in the vicinity of $620 to $640 per week on this one. It is a freehold estate there, folks. 600 square metres of land, more or less, is what's on offer. Record of title SA 56A folio 77 confirms all those legal aspects. Now, just a reminder, in the channels list there is no remote for the heat pump. So there's no remote for the heat pump. The heat pump does stay, and also request of the vendor solicitor, there's a clause being inserted into the contract authorising early release of the deposit. 20 working days still our settlement date?
That's correct.
No changes there? No other changes to the channels list?
All looks good, thank you.
All good to go, excellent. Now you've got that wonderful, as I mentioned folks, 600 square metres site there. It's nice and private there, the perfect place to put up a marquee tent and have those family gatherings in privacy as well. Now this thing will polish up like a finely cut diamond if you've got vision and a bit of elbow grease to make this happen here. So you really can turn this into something very special. Although it is move-in ready at the moment, so you can sit, move in and live quite comfortably and just have a think about what's going on and what you might like to do with the property. So they're very comfortable as it is, not requiring that makeover straight away, but certainly potential for you for the future. The central location, well, it's only a short drive to the gate park and the Great shopping centres, so everything's not too far away at 17 Tamworth Place. So I'll be happy to take a start somewhere in the 7s for this one, folks, if you're here for this one. You to work with the cash interest, that's what auctioneers do. We only work with cash, unconditional buyers. A lot of conditional buyers floating around out there in the marketplace. Your opportunity is now. First call now for an opening bid anywhere in the 7s, folks. I know the vendors would prefer it to be at the upper end of the 7s. Second time. Third, last chance for a start anywhere in the 7s. We've still got work to do to find our cash buyer yet, Isaac, so I'm going to close the auction, hand it back to you. That throws it wide open now for conditional buyers. So if you're interested in a property like this or you know somebody, talk to Isaac and he'll certainly help you from there. Just ring the gate car office and ask for Isaac Jacobs.
Thanks, Graham.
You're welcome. Moving along, 18B Terrace Avenue, another real estate agent from our wonderful EVES team that needs no introduction, working out of our Mount Maunganui office, the wonderful Dirk Murray over here on the right hand side. Dirk's been marketing this wonderful opportunity at 18B Terrace Avenue. It's privately tucked away at the end of the driveway, so it gives you that isolation there, folks. You get, as you drive up to the property, as you see there on the screen, you're greeted by the large cobble area, so plenty of room there to park the boat or the camper van nice and securely as well, being down that driveway. So there's just one key aspect and advantage to this particular property. Looking at the legal aspects of it, record of title SA 68 786 confirms the property is a freehold estate, 566 square metres of freehold land. Now, freehold means it's the best class of ownership that you can get in New Zealand, folks. There is an additional clause in the contract that I just make reference to. I'm not going to go through it entirely. It just makes reference to the fact that the owners, having not been in occupation of the property, make no warranties as to the serviceability of the fixtures, fittings and chattels. Pretty standard when people haven't been living in the property. 20 working days from today's date, still our settlement date there, too.
Lots of flexibility.
Man, flexibility there. And any other changes to the chattels? No, all good to go. So have a look at this, folks. Look at that proximity, the location to the beach. Just a very short distance indeed, and you are right there at the beach. Now, if you have a look up there in the top left-hand corner, that's Rabbit Island. So when you know where Rabbit Island is, that gives you a very good indication on just how handy you are to downtown Mount Maunganui. And when you're going down through the main street of downtown Mount Maunganui, and you see all the fountains popping up in the concrete there on the right-hand side, our EVES office is right there. Pop in, ask for Jill Bird, and she'll shout you. Why, Jill?
Thanks, great, yes.
Jill manages our Mount office.
Open credit card as of now.
So really wanted to emphasise the proximity of downtown the Mount and the location to the beach there with that shot, folks. The property itself, well, with strong bones that have stood the test of time, this one is filled to the brim with absolute character as well. Perfectly livable as it is yet, another one of those, but is craving a modern makeover. So with this location and your creative flair, it would be very hard to over-capitalise on a property like this in this particular location with a renovation there. So waiting beyond that picture-perfect white picket fence and hidden amongst what could be likened as a tropical oasis, this could be your new home, and this could be a very balanced future investment for you folks. So in your hands, where would you like to start the auction away for this one? Not going to say $1 million. And $1 million, sir? Okay, heavens, I did ask for a start, so at any level, so at $1 million, we're underway there. At $1 million, I really do appreciate your start there, sir, but at that sort of level, I have no option but to work in $100,000 rises from here, a little way to go where we need to be. At $1 million, we appreciate the start down the back there. Calling now for 1.1 anywhere on the floor, no registered phone bidders on this one. First call, second time. Third, last opportunity. More than happy to work alongside you then, sir. Vendor bid at 1.1, make it 1.2 if you want. $1,100,000 on a vendor bid, away from my instructions at this point in time, at $1,100,000. A little early for a consultative process. We've got a long way to go at this point in time. 1.1 it is on a vendor bid now, just trying to head you in the right direction. Looking for 1.2 now. First call now for advance. Not here to dummy down at this level. Too far away from my instructions at this point in time. Looking for 1.2.
We'll go to 150.
No, it needs to be 1.2, sir. Sorry. Can't help you at that sort of level. It needs to be at least 1.2, and I still can't help you at that level from there anyway. We're going to go to 1.2 on a vendor bid then at $1,200,000. Vendor bid with me at this point in time, $1,200,000.
We'll go 1.2.
I'm worried at 1.2 on the vendor bid, sir. We need to be on the northern side of that. I can't help you at this sort of level. Take me to 1.3.
We'll go to 1.210.
No, sir. Sorry. Can't help you at that sort of level. Far too far away from where we actually perceive the value of the property to be and where we need to be for our sellers. First call now for an advance at 1.2. Second time. Third, last opportunity for you to join us again, sir, but it has to be a minimum of 1.3. No, happy to go here on behalf of the seller then at 1.3 now. At $1,300,000, we are talking about Terrace Avenue in Mount Maunganui. At $1,300,000, can't help you at that sort of level. Take your 50 now, sir, put you in front there and give you the opportunity to talk to our sellers, but I don't hold much hope for you. Okay, back on the open home trial you go there, sir, because we can't sort of help you at this sort of level. At $1,300,000. First call now. Second time, still happy to work with you at 1,350 if you wish, otherwise I'm going to just advance it myself and close the option. Third, last opportunity, sir. No? Dirk, happy to lift it on behalf of the seller at $1,350,000. The option is now closed. Back to you, Dirk. Alright, moving on, folks. The next one up, 22, Lacumbre Close. John Rose has been the marketing consultant for this one. Have a look at it up there on the screen. You need no reminders about this prime Bethlehem location. The property itself certainly well positioned. It's elevated for those views over the suburb and out towards the inner harbour as well. When we look at the legal aspects of it, the record of title SA 63C folio 733 confirmed the property is 781 square metres of absolute freehold Kiwi terra firma here. 20 working days, John, this is our settlement date. Channels list, I bet there's been no changes.
No changes,
Yes.
just check it.
When John Rose is on the job, I can put money on it. There'll be no changes because he gets it all right, dotting the I's, crossing the T's, as all our team do here at EVES. Now back to the property itself, you've got the large deck to take in the views there, and at the end of the deck there you've got that conservatory there, so certainly perfect place for those cooler evenings, or maybe as the summertime comes along, your marketing said, maybe even grow your tomatoes in the conservatory.
It's pretty hot on there, Grant.
Hey?
It's nice tomatoes. It's pretty hot on there.
Yeah. I wonder how wine would certainly ferment nicely in there too, wouldn't it? If we make some homemade wine. Boy, great place. Yeah, let's revert back to sitting there in the cooler evenings, sipping away on your wine anyway. So as you navigate from the spacious open plan living to that master bedroom, you can navigate through this home with absolute military precision there. You quickly realise that this is an impressively large home catering for all of your needs indeed. And one of those needs is if you need accommodation for 4 vehicles to accommodate them nice and easily, well, this one certainly does that as well, because that big garaging and of course the private access for it off that separate driveway as well. The quite popular cul-de-sac, we've got the Fernland Spa, just a very short walk away from your new home here. 22 Lacumbre Close, certainly a very sought after location. In your hands, buyers, where would you like to start this one away? 1.3. 1.3. Now we're getting a little bit more realistic, sir. Appreciate the start there at 1.3. Happy to chase down $25,000 rises from here. At $1,300,000, it takes me to 25 now. First call to get on the bike and peeling. Second time, third. Last opportunity for you to join us if you're here for this one. I'm happy to work alongside you at 1,325 with me, sir, being your bid. 1,325,000. 135, beautiful. Loving your work there, sir. Working alongside me at 135. $1,350,000. Looking for another 25 on the rise now. Make it 1 3/3 if you will. First call. Second time. Third, last opportunity for you to join us, so we're just working with the one gentleman here. Happy to advance you then, sir, 1,375 with me on behalf of the seller now at 1,375, 1.4 your turn now. At $1,375,000, working with you, sir, to head you in the right direction. Can I say 1.4 for you?
1.4.
1.4 it is. $1,400,000. It is down here. 1,004,000. Where do we go from here? If you're a little uncomfortable with the 25 strikes, I'm happy to take a 20 from here. At $1,400,000, working with the gentleman down here. 1.4 million even. Make it 20 on top if you will here. First call, second time. Last chance, are we in or out? Just going to go once more, sir, on behalf of the seller now, 1,420. Make it 1,440. We'll pause to give you that opportunity to talk with our sellers unless there's any further bidding. You're nodding like that, man. Are you bidding as well? You can. You don't have to wait for him.
1.438.
Should we just go 1,440, sir? Just makes it a little easier. Yep, beautiful. Thank you. I really appreciate you working with me, sir. At $1,440,000, it's down here at 1.44. Call it 3 times if you're here for this one. You need to let us know, otherwise we pause and talk with the gentleman down here. First call now, OEM around at $1,440,000. Second time, third. Last opportunity in or out. Craig, this down here at 1440. Can you see if we can help the gentleman, please? Appreciate you working with me, sir. So lucky last one for me, so for the day, folks, before I hand over to my good friend and colleague, Jordan Silverite, to present to you the last 5 properties for the afternoon. But away is the next one from Charlotte Gardner. You've already met her up the front here before. She's been marketing this property, a very busy lady out here. Now this property here, rather indulgent and a touch of decadence that goes with this home as well. You've got a brand spanking new home, so hammers, nails and dust, well that's well behind you, and you've got no stress of all the building requirements, and certainly no stress of those elevation of building costs at the moment. Done, completed, ready and waiting for one of you here in the room, because we did have no registered telephone bidders on this one. The legal aspect of the freehold estate, 400 square metres more or less, plus an undivided 1/4 share in 1140 square metres is your land holding with this one, all confirmed in record of 987895. Channels list, well, I bet there's been no changes to this one there. Settlement date? Still 20 working days, any flexibility around that? Right, so talk to Charlotte if you need an alternative date, but we're here to help you buy the property first. So back to the home itself, you will have all recognised this when you went and viewed the property. You've got the wall oak tone flooring, the bright whites and the creamy neutrals, so that really does set the scene of a wonderful home here that is going to accommodate your personal furnishings with absolute ease. Colour swatches, tile inspection as well, it's all completely taken care of for you. You don't have to worry about that. It's all done for you and all in those wonderful neutral tones as well. The central living zone, well that scrawls harmoniously with that from the nice clean kitchen there, through the dining to that sunny lounge area, and continues right out to that covered outdoor entertainment area. So really an entertainer's property that facilitates that. You know, the disadvantage of having a property that facilitates entertainers like this one is when they get there, it's pretty hard to get them on their way again, because they really just don't want to stay and enjoy your new home. Exceptional opportunity to be the first owner to write the next chapter in your repertoire today. 15 Stanella Way. Who says go on this one? You've a bunch of meetings today, haven't you? You've got to take a leaf out of the book of those bidders on the previous property. We'll be back to you with a result on that as soon as we can. First call now for a start on Stanella Way. Second, last chance in or out. Going to close the auction there, Charlotte. I know you'll get that property sold in no time. Indeed, it's a great option there for somebody to have a brand new home. So talk to Charlotte, she'll help you with further details on that. Just going to change over now, hand over to Jordan, and I'll be back to you to finish off La Cumbria Close as soon as we possibly can.
Well, thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. Absolute pleasure to take over from Grant and his diligent work that you would have seen on all of our wonderful properties earlier on. Well, we continue on in good fashion with a good lineup of properties. Absolutely the same, and this one is no exception. Jordan Silverite is my name. Absolute pleasure, as I say, to be here in front of you and assisting you on your new buying or selling journey. 9 Sirocco Place, Amy Gray, Owen Phelps, you'll see them over here. They've been marketing this one diligently, as always. It's a well-constructed home built on a compact site situated in an enclave of similar quality and style homes. So new owners, well, you can feel confident you're amongst like-minded neighbours. Legally described as a freehold estate, area being 376 square metres more or less, secondly in a state in fee simple as to an undivided 1/10 share, and 561 square metres more or less. Record of title is down to 750995. Settlement date, well that's set at 30 days from the agreement or as mutually agreed upon. So a little bit of flexibility up the sleeve there. And the chattels list, well, you'll see it on the screen. There's been no late changes to this. Can you confirm all happy? Bid and buy with confidence today, folks. Now, with a north-facing aspect, you can ensure that the home has a light and bright interior living space, which links easily with that private outdoor living area, great for entertaining friends and family over the summer months. Who's it for, you might ask? Well, this home, in my opinion, I'm sure will appeal to and suit those first home buyers or the young families, investors, maybe even someone just looking to live a hassle-free and downsized lifestyle. I tell you what, you get great privacy on offer, indoors and out. Located in the popular Ohawiti and within easy driving distance of local shopping, all levels of good schooling, the double internal access garaging is complemented by good extra off-street parking as well. Folks, in your hands now, look for a start, if you will. Start us away, 9 Sirocco Place. Who wants to get us moving? Start the afternoon session. Grant got to have a bit of fun. Who wants to come in with me? Perhaps a start, surely somewhere in the 8s would be a good place to start us off. Call it now, first time, look for a start in the 8s. Second opportunity then, folks. Third time, looking for those cash unconditional buyers. It doesn't look like we've got the cash on this one today, guys, but I know you've been working hard, and I know you'll continue to work hard for this one. I'm sure it won't be too long before we see a sold sticker up. Option closed.
Sure, thanks very much.
No worries. Right then, folks, continuing on with an absolute beauty of a property here at 42 Ocean Beach Road, Dirk over here, well out of our Mount Maunganui office. Hard work has been done, but it's hardly hard work when you get to turn up to properties like this every day, isn't it? This extraordinarily sunny home, well, it's ripe with alteration, development, even new build potentials and possibilities. But with a flat site and, like I say, huge potential, well, it's a must-see property for anyone with even an inkling of DIY or development in their blood. Legally described, it's a freehold estate, being 809 square metres more or less. Record of title was down as SA 854, folio 236. The settlement date is 20 working days following the date of the agreement, or other such date as mutually agreed upon. The further terms of sale, well, just clause 23.0 regarding vendor warranties there. Please make sure you've seen a copy of that and you're aware of what that entails. Basically stipulates how the vendor warranties are covered with the vendor not being an occupation of the property there. Chattels list, well, you see it on the screen. No changes to those chattels up there, Dirk? No. Okay, well, where to start? This home has an outstanding double garage with a teens breakout room or workshop for the home handy person, and so too parking for the boat or the caravan, camper van, extra vehicles. Well, you've got that space there, no doubt. A vast open plan living room offers a sun lounge facing north and relaxing deck to the lounge, complete with a log burner to get you through the mild but still noteworthy winters we have here in the Bay of Plenty. Easily enjoyed as is, thus making it the perfect beach pad, land bank option or full-scale home of your dreams. The options, well, they're all yours and only limited really by your imagination here, folks. And in fact, that's what we ask for now, is you to show me your interest and your intent to buy at 42 Ocean Beach Road, down there in Mount Maunganui. Start us away if you will then, buyers. Look for an opening bid. Call it round the room there at 42. I call it once now, I look for a start. Second opportunity then, start us away. Third time, early Ocean Beach. It doesn't get too much closer to the mount here. Okay, look, doesn't look like we've got the cash on this one, Bert, but I know the vendor's instructions, they're pretty clear, they're pretty motivated.
Yeah, absolutely. I think everybody needs to just bear in mind, when you go down Ocean Beach Road or anywhere in the mount, you see any number of half sites. But I ask you, how many full sites do you see? How many full sites do you see in low number addresses Ocean Beach Road? The answer is very, very few. Some of them that do have it have big palatial properties on them already. So here's your opportunity to either put your palatial property on, or just use it as it is, land bank for the future. We're going to be pricing it at GV, $2,350,000. I look forward to hearing from everyone.
There you go, folks. Every single one of you on the blower after we're finished here. And I'm sure we'll be quite the influx of phone calls for you, Jane. 2,350,000, folks. That's what you'll need to pay to walk away with the keys on this one here. Thank you very much. Now, Bryce, give Dirk a call. Thank you once again for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. Again, a very warm welcome to all of our viewers on the live stream, watching along at the EVES website there. Do appreciate you tuning in, and of course to everybody in the room, appreciate you being here on your Thursday afternoon. 51 Matoda Road. Now, Joanne Hearn, Melissa Kelly, they've been working on this fabulous property up in Waihi. And, well, it's a very, very nice, appealing property. Built only a couple of years ago, here is your opportunity to own a hint of country living with this home nestled on the edge of Waihi Township. Legally described, it's a freehold estate of 856 square metres, more or less. Record of title was down as 846033. Now, a settlement date that's set for 20 working days from the date of sale, or as otherwise mutually agreed upon. Chattels list, no changes to the chattels up there. And the further terms of sale, page 23.0, just refers to the Waihi mines and where to seek further information on that. Offering a fabulous entertaining deck running the entire length of the rear of the home and covered by an arched dollar awning. Can you imagine the outdoor summer barbecues on offer here? Sausages, steaks, beers, wines, and I'm pretty sure guaranteed good times. Peace of mind, well, that's on offer, knowing you're amongst like-minded families in the newly developed subdivision where a certain standard has been set, of which you certainly will belong in your modern designed home. Why wait to build when this is ready now? To move right on in. As we say, settlement, 20 working days, that's how easy it could be, folks. 3 double bedrooms on a full-size section. It's a modern family living option at its finest. And well, this is where it's your opportunity to tell me you'd like to walk away with the keys, be our new owner here at 51 Matoda Road. Starts the way, if you will, then, buyers. I look for a start now. Beautiful Waihi. First time I call for it then, look for a start now, if you will. I would have thought value would be somewhere near the 8 at least to start us away. Second opportunity then to get in on it. Third time now. Doesn't look like you've got the cash in the room, but I know you've been working hard. I'm sure you've got some phone calls to make. Auction closed on this one. Conditional buyers will be thrilled to hear this is still available, but I imagine only for a very short time.
Right, back we go, folks. 22 La Cumbre Close, as I said, marketed by John Rose. We left the auction room at $1,440,000. Sir, can I just ask you to confirm you've amended your bid now to $1,455,000?
Yes.
At $1,455,000, sir, you instruct me as the auctioneer. I sell with this bidder here for the want of a better bid. On the market it goes then at $1,455,000, chasing down any rise you put on top. If you want this property, now is your opportunity to secure the keys before the hammer falls. Don't try and prejudge the speed of it, folks, because it'll beat you every time. First call now at 1455000, selling away now. Second time for number 22, La Cumbre Close at $1,455,000. Third final call. Sold at $1,455,000. Congratulations to our sellers. I'll now hand you back, folks, to Jordan to finish off the rest of the day.
Well, very, very, very well done by our previous buyers. That's how to do it, folks. If you want to walk away with a new home today, well, you better speak up or forever hold your peace. Moving forward, 11 Waghorn Street. Jay, you'll see him over here. He's been working on this one here. Hard work, as always. And well, from one great family home to another, this beautiful home in the heart of the lakes is sure to appeal. Legally described, it's a freehold estate, being 495 square metres more or less. Unique identifier 761164. Now the settlement date, well, that's 20 working days from the date of sale, or as otherwise mutually agreed upon. Chattels list, you'll see it on the screen there. No changes to those chattels there, Jay? Yes. No, all good to go. And the early release clause in there, the further terms of sale, just instructing us to release that early. Now, positioned in a way to maximise every inch of indoor-outdoor space, from the open plan kitchen and living area through to the generous formal lounge, this lakes home exceeds all expectations. There is plenty of outdoor space for the kids to play and a welcoming open plan kitchen and living area to ensure that you're not left out of the socialising circle. In fact, you'll be opting to host all the summer barbecues with the awesome covered patio area. Minutes from the Tauranga Crossing Shopping Centre, local to some of Tauranga's top schooling options, and with plenty of walking, cycling tracks and an abundance of playgrounds and reserves. Well, you're spoiled for choice here at 11 Waghorn Street. In your hands now, buyers. Start us away. Look for a start on this one. I'd suggest somewhere around $1 million would be a good place to start. I call it now, first time looking to get us underway. Second opportunity, cash unconditional buyers. That's who we call for here in the auction room. First opportunity goes to you. If you don't find a buyer today, well, those conditional buyers, they come in. Third time now, I look for a start then. Okay, Jay, well, looks like you've got a little bit further work to do on this one, but I know you've got some phone calls to make, so we'll close the auction on this. Welcome in those conditional buyers as well. Well, moving right on, folks, 13 Waihi Road, Isaac Jacobs. Well, he's been working on this one pretty diligently out of our gate car office, and well, always looking sharp as he does, standing up the front here representing the property, his vendors, and of course our wonderful company as well. Now, there's a common perception in home buying and home buying circles. Brick and tile, well, it's the best way to go. And well, this 2014 brick and tile beauty reaffirms just why this home really is the best way to go. Legally described as a freehold estate, being 394 square metres more or less. Record of title was down as 627349. The settlement date, well, that's down as 20 working days from the date of sale, or as otherwise mutually agreed upon. Further terms of sale, well, just the early release clause there for the deposit, as instructed by the vendor's solicitor. Chattels list, no changes to those chattels there, is there, Isaac? No changes. There we go. Big with confidence today, folks. Now, the kitchen, it's well equipped with modern cabinetry and high quality appliances. The island, well, that separates the kitchen from the dining, and this area opens out onto the outdoor alfresco area, adding extra space for friends and family when it's your turn to host the family Christmas. With a constant spacious feeling throughout, light pours in to brighten your day and your home. There's also an outlook with water views, which, well, they're just the added bonus really here. There's a lot of driveway space here, paired with a large double garage, so parking shouldn't be an issue for you. And flexibility around settlement, as we mentioned, so you could indeed be in to host Christmas if you really wanted, folks. Well, that's up to you, but if you want to be there to host Christmas, you're going to have to show your hand now. We look for a starting bid. Call it now at 13 Waihi Road. Opening offer on this one here. I know you've got some pretty strong conditional interest on this one, Isaac, so this is the opportunity for the cash buyers to get in first. Beat that competition. You're the ones that have done your due diligence. I call it now, first time, looking for a start. Second option, I go around the room. Third time. Doesn't look like we've got the cash in the room on this one, Isaac, but like I say, I'm sure you've got some phone calls to make. Wish you all the best. I'm sure it won't be long before we see a big sold sticker up on the sign out the front. Thank you. Thanks. Well, we'll continue on then, folks, so you can get out there and enjoy the rest of the sunshine, but business to conduct first. And well, 161 Bulltown Road in Waihi, Lester Mullen, Dynasty Holtz, well, they've been marketing this one, and well, what a pleasure I'm sure that was. This 1930s homestead with character and charm, but it sits on a large piece of land And well, it's completely private and surrounded by well-established trees, grounds, and of course a variety of fruit trees as well. Legally described as a freehold estate of 1.1578 hectares. My math says that's just over 2.8 acres. Unique identifier is down as SA66D folio 576. Now the channels list you'll see on the screen there, and well, no changes to those channels up there. No, and settlement date you'll see it up there, 20th of January 2023, or 5 working days after the code compliance certificate has been issued. To the further terms of sale, I'll also refer you, and it does acknowledge the code compliance certificate, the Waihi mine clause that we've touched on earlier as well, where to gain further information, 25.0 around the due diligence around your insurance and seeking insurance, and of course 26.0 refers to that settlement date that we've just touched on. Now the beautiful high ceilings, open plan living and dining with those French doors that flow out to that sunny and entertaining area. And you can just rest assured knowing you're spending quality time with friends and family here in this wonderful home. Peaceful and private, your own rural paradise you might call it. Sitting on 1.15 hectares, as I mentioned approximately, well, there is room to roam. Your new lifestyle that I'm sure you have been dreaming of. Featuring a covered carport, utility shed, storage shed, garden shed, shed, I'm sure. Storage, well, it is plentiful. As are the fruit trees and the mature plantings I touched on. All of this, well, it's waiting for you, the new owners. Well, all you need to do is bid with confidence, folks. And well, your chance to take away the lifestyle that you deserve, well, it's all waiting for you here. You'll see the pictures up on the screen of 161 Booktown Road, but this is your opportunity to assert some dominance. Starting away, who wants to start us up with this one here at 161 Booktown Road? Look for an opening offer on 161. 920. Welcome you in and a wonderful start, 920. Appreciate you coming in there, man. And at 920,000, we're happy up here. First time I call it. Second time, looking for a 20,000 rise then at 920. Take us to 940 if you will. Third opportunity then at 920,000 over here to my left, and I seek a rise. Okay then, well, what? Value a little bit higher than where we need to be, so vendor bid, clearly bid in place at 940 with me. Man, at 940 with me, that's a 20 increment, and I'll come back to you for another 20 if you will. At 940, can I suggest 960? 960 on the nod, and appreciate you working with me. It's just you and I at this point, but welcome any other buyers in at this level. At 960, I seek another 20 on the rise, but we call it now first time. First opportunity then at 960,000, seeking a 20 to go. Second opportunity then. See if it go over there, man. Can I assume 980 will be the go? At 980, we've got it over the right now, 2-horse race. And at 980,000, then we go, and 1 million would be the next step. But at 980, I have it over here to the right. First time I call it now.
Yeah, 1 million.
And 1 million over to the left there. At a million and a good strong bid there. At a million, and I suggest another 20 would be the next retort. But at 1 million, I have it over here, then I call it first time. Second opportunity, 2 people in it, but please don't let that limit us if you've got intentions to buy here. And a million over here, second opportunity then. Third time at $1 million over here, I'm seeking a 20. Would it help you out, man, if I look for a 10? Would that make it a little easier on you? Only just, but on the nod, we go $1,010,000. Hey, happy to work with you here, working for the vendors, trying to get this one where it needs to be so everybody's happy. But at $1,010,000, I've got it over this side then, offer you the same courtesy then. At $1,010,000, $1,020,000 would be your retort. And on the nod we go. At $1,020,000, look, I can offer you the 10 again, might be just as easy. But at $1,020,000, I've got it over here to the left. First time then I call it away at 1,020,000. Second opportunity then at $1,020,000. We'll cut it in half to 4, man, at 10. Don't really want to have to cut it in half to 5, but at $1,020,000 over here. Second, third opportunity then. Okay, well, look, not quite where I need to be, but we'll give you the opportunity to have a little negotiation on that one. We'll just pause that, and Jill, buyers over here, we'll just have a little conversation. Well, thank you once again for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. We will come back to 161 Bulltown Road shortly. A little bit of negotiating going on, just a little bit south of it. It ended up a little bit south of where my instructions were. But we'll continue on now with 14 Bell Common Close in Bethlehem. Well, Jay, he's back again, and he's been marketing this one with absolute pleasure. What a wonderful home it has been, I'm sure, to market. I'm sure you'd agree there, Jay. Now, there's something very special about living the quiet life. And here at 14 Bell Common Close, well, you're situated in the popular Bethlehem suburb, but elevated down a quiet and sought-after cul-de-sac, ready to do your best version of living. Legally described, well, it's a freehold estate, 499 square metres, more or less. Unique identifier is down as SA59C, folio 609 in South Auckland Land Registry. The settlement date, well, that's down as 20 working days from the date of sale, or other such dates as mutually agreed upon. So I'm sure if you did want to get in a little earlier or a little later, well, you could have that conversation after the fact. Just note here that the sale is plus GST, if any. No changes to the chattels list up there, Jay? No changes. Perfect. High stud ceilings throughout the open plan living and dining. Well, they allow for plenty of natural light and space. The beautifully renovated kitchen with a breakfast bar is the perfect hub to entertain both morning and night. Offering 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, this property provides great space for all the family and friends, with one of the bedrooms set on the lower level. Well, I'm sure in today's day and age it would make a great guest room or perhaps a work from home office. The well-fenced section, well, that's perfect for pets and children, but still easy care. So your weekends, well, they don't have to be taken up mowing the lawn, pushing it back and forward, like I've been doing with my past couple. Don't forget the added bonuses, folks, of the tree house, great for the little ones, and the gate through to the local park. There's also 2-car garage and plus off-street parking, so you can absolutely make the most of that. Folks, this is your opportunity. Start us away if you will. I look for an opening of an hour at 14 Bell Common Close. Cash unconditional buyers, that's what I'm looking for in the auction room today. So I'll call it first time then if you'd like to start us away. Second opportunity to beat out that conditional competition. Third time. We're a little bit quiet on the cash in the room for this one, Jay, but so we'll close the auction, pass it back to you. I'm sure you've got some phone calls to make, some people that will be very happy to see this is still available. I'm sure it won't be too long before it's no longer the case. Okay, wish you the best with that one. We'll be back very shortly with our result from 161 Bulltown Road in Waihi. Thank you very much for your patience, ladies and gentlemen. We do appreciate you sticking around for this one. 161 Bulltown Road in Waihi. A little bit of conversating going on as we were a little bit south of our instructions. I will confirm we have had an increase in bid to $1,070,000. Can you confirm for me $1,070,000? Yes, and my instructions on the back wall, you say sell it away. So at $1,070,000 then we are on the market. We sell it away for the want of another bid. But at $1,070,000 I call it now first time then. Second opportunity, heard from you earlier, have we seen your best? Second, third opportunity then at $1,070,000. I'll take a cheeky one if it's there, but it goes at $1,070,000. It goes, it is sold. Congratulations. Well, that concludes our auctions. Congratulations to all of our new purchases, to our vendors today, and we will see you again next week for another list of wonderful properties. Do enjoy the rest of your week and your Thursday afternoon. Thank you. Thank you.